It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Raiders and the Saints next on Madden Football.
Well, first open. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, sixth-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And how about this young man? Took the NFL world by storm as a sixth-round rookie, signature mullet, mustache, but 21 touchdowns for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Great personality, and everyone gravitates towards this guy. Teammates love to win with a quarterback who leads them like that, and fans love to root for a guy who seems just like them.
They start the drive with Abdullah. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Minshew. And that one too wide and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. That's taken on the 25. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Carr. His throw incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now Minshew. That's complete into the hands of Myers. 30-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. It's Myers again with another catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st down, Abdullah. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Tackle made by Chase Young.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. 7. Minshew sets to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A second down run for Abdullah. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
Well, I like the chutzpah there, right? They decided to go ahead and fake it and try and pick up a first down, but how about how they executed defensively and smothered that one? I know back from my time frame, everyone has responsibilities, even rushing on a field goal attempt. You've got the tight end, you've got the wing back, you might have the guy out of the backfield. Boy, they executed that well. Yeah. Really stuck to what they needed to do.
It wasn't just 11 guys trying to block it. They were ready, they got it done. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he'll be knocked to the ground right there at the 22. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard. On play action, it's Carr. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On play action, now Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one taken in by Olave. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Shotgun now for Carr. Johnson's got it complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's be smart. Let's play ball. They can't stop. Let's ride, dog.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Lutz is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, we're standing by. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That is caught. He's got room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Carr now on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jerome Jackson, a 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember, well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Here's Minshew. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And taken right at the 35. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Second down and 3. From the gun, it's Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He completes it to Olave. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. On first down, Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Cedric Wilson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point, because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further, as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, We've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Minshew.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Well, the focus goes back to Chris Olave, the Saints offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
Olave holds it in.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Carr to throw on 2nd down.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so. Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Carter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary has played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Kamara up the middle.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
17 there and a New Orleans first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.